around a similar time as the other two formations appeared, this one appeared. And what looked like three triangles in the middle are actually three sevens. And in numerology, 777 relates to the ascension process. As I say, ascending to a higher dimension, but with the main imagery around the outside, once again people felt that it was trying to say that, you know, we are heading towards a sort of an ascension transformation. Now that in a way was highlighted by this incredible crop formation as well that appeared. This appeared on the 7th of July 2007 in the East Field in Alton Barnes. It's a huge formation. It's about 300 metres, 1,000 feet across from here to here. That up the top are two people walking down the tram line, so it gives you an idea of the size of this. And 500 feet width. It appeared during the middle of the night in a very short space of time. I know one of the witnesses, the guy that had the cameras, and he had an infrared camera that was filming this. They were doing a night watch. This is in a place where most of the profound formations have appeared, and anomalous activity like balls of light, helicopter interactions as well. So they were doing the night watch. As they watched that field, there was nothing there. It got dark. This is right in the middle of the summer, so we only have a couple of hours of darkness. And basically, once it became light again, that formation was there. In actual fact, there was only about an hour and a half time to create that without being seen. What is amazing is that during the middle of that, there was a huge flash of light that illuminated the whole of the valley and became like daylight for a single moment. It actually sent an electromagnetic spike into his infrared camera, so he, something had happened. And then he actually filmed, I've seen his film footage of the formation appearing. It took about 9 seconds as it started collapsing within the infrared camera. So it's an amazing formation. Again, the field flows, it goes up, drops down. It flows up here, then drops down, and then goes to the right. Yet from above, it is perfect to the millimetre. But more than that, it's actually, if you look at it from this side here, looking up, it actually creates like a number 3 that is actually based on the Om symbol. And Om relates to the total consciousness of God. Everything there ever was, is, and shall be, from waking consciousness to sleeping consciousness to dreaming consciousness. And on top of that, it appeared on the 7th of July 2007, which again is 777. So you have a formation here, 1,000-foot, 300-metre formation that appears during the middle of the night in a flash of light that actually relates to the consciousness of God and to ascension. This is starting to step right up to a high level now. This followed on the following year when this formation appeared. This appeared on the 15th of August 2008 near a place called Etchillhampton, a beautiful Celtic crucifix. It's absolutely staggering. Once again, it's perfect to the millimetre. It's hard to grasp how, when you see a precise formation, that from the ground level it's virtually impossible to see what they are. And yet this formation itself it actually looks like it's been laser cut in a wood block. It's that precise, this one. And this is an image of it in the ground, so you can see elongated, so you can see what it's like. It's a huge formation. It's about 600 feet, what's that, 180 metres, 800 feet, over 250 metres in length. It's huge. It's the equivalent of 2.5 football pitches in length, that formation. But it's not running in line with the tram lines, if you notice, where they're, again, here. That little black dot in the middle is a person standing in the middle of that central circle. And yet, we went into that not long after it appeared, and the crop itself was actually, even though it looked sort of really crisp, the crop was standing at about a foot off the ground. So when you stepped into it, it sort of felt blasphemous in a way, like walking in new, clean snow, which you guys know all about. And you feel like you're sort of spoiling the beauty of the snow. Amazing. Now, also, highlighting numerology, with the one I just spoke about, this one itself, it actually points to a compass bearing of 222 degrees. And in numerology, again, 222 is a number that relates to a cosmic Christ consciousness. So not only like a Christ consciousness, but one that relates to awareness of cosmic reality as well. Now, what is truly staggering is that when this appeared, at the same time in the States, there was a conference being held on the Turin Shroud. Now, I haven't got time to go into this, but it's another thing that I've studied for a couple of decades. I've researched in depth the Turin Shroud, and I give lectures on that as well. And undeniably now, the evidence points to the fact that the shroud is genuine. As I say, unfortunately, I haven't got time to go into that.